say.
And you can do that if you want.
Yeah.
But we have to go through a series of questions.
I represented myself plenty of times. I had dismissals here from
Remember, and for purposes of the record, so Mr. Emitom had a case with me here. It was actually June 7th of 2022. He was charged with another gun case, and that was with Victoriano. God, that was a TA too. And I found no probable cause in that case, right? So you didn't represent yourself in that case. I found no probable cause and they dismissed it. They didn't have to dismiss it, but they did dismiss it. So other than that case, have you ever represented yourself?
Yeah, many times. I have dismissals all 3 different Harris County. Traffic violations.
You're welcome to do it, and who's one of the worst, who's one of the best presidents that in history that you think about right now?
To me, right now.
You can't think of one good president that we've ever had?
I don't know any.
Abraham Lincoln, he wasn't good?
I never met him. I don't know about him at that time.
Abraham Lincoln said something. He goes, you know what? He who represents himself has a for a client. That's what he said. Meaning that when you represent yourself, there is an inherent conflict and there's an inherent bias, and you may not be able to see things objectively. Meaning that you have your heart, you've got your soul into this case. So you may not be able to see from an outside position if they're saying something that makes sense. You're absolutely entitled to represent yourself. And if you want to do that, you're more than welcome to it. And I have no problem with you doing it. You need to understand, though, if you represent yourself, you can't come at a later day and say, you know what, I had ineffective assistance of counsel. My lawyer sucked. Well, you represented yourself. You now can't complain about that. If you go to, you lose and I end up putting your butt in jail for a year, you can't complain. You're stuck like Chuck for a whole year. Because that's what you're facing. You're facing a year in jail. And I'm not here to put you through law school because I have way too much drama as it is. I don't need any more drama, right? So if you don't do it the right way, I'm going to shut you down, right? I like to be nice to people, but I'm not taking you to school. Do you understand this? Do you understand the charges against you?
No, I don't understand the nature of it.
Okay, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail. What they're saying is that you unlawfully had a weapon. As a result, you were charged, and now you're facing up to a year. Do you understand?
Yeah, what you're telling me, but I still don't understand why I went to jail for that. So that's why.
What do you not understand?
The court procedures or?
No. I'm asking about the nature of charges. No, it's not. Don't talk about the procedures. Don't talk about the licensing, about the conveying.
Yeah,
no.
I'm getting charged for unlawful carry.
Right. Do you understand that?
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay. You have the right, or you understand the range of punishment that you're facing a year, correct?
That's what I've been told.
Okay. You have the right to court-appointed counsel. Do you want counsel to represent you?
I don't want legal advice. I don't need a legal team. I just want law.
You really don't want a lawyer?
I represent myself. I could get none more by myself than anyone representing me.
Okay. What that means is that you cannot appeal this thing. If you're found guilty and you go to jail, a lot of lawyers or a lot of defendants like to claim, sorry guys, I'll be 2 minutes. A lot of lawyers, their lawyers for screwing up. And they say, hey, man, my lawyer messed up. I can tell you, that's the one thing that defendants complain about. And probably, I don't know this for sure, but I would suspect probably the number one reason why cases are overturned because of ineffective assistance of counsel, meaning that a lawyer, for one reason or other, messed up so bad that their cases have to be redone. You cannot complain about that at a later time.
And many times, that's why I'm representing myself.
But you can't, if you mess up, you cannot appeal this thing. Do you understand? Once, and if you were found guilty, that's it. Do you understand? I'll make you a deal. If at any time you want a lawyer, all you got to do is ask and I'll give you one. Really. If you ever feel like you're under the gun, that you feel like someone's taking advantage of you, I'm happy to give you a lawyer at any time. I want you to understand now, as a condition of your bond, though, I'm ordering you not to drive until you have a Texas driver license and a liability insurance. I'm ordering you not to drive. And I'm going to have you sign with me today an affidavit promising me you're not going to drive. If I find that you drive, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand?
Travel, I have personals.
Okay. You are not allowed to get into the driver's seat of a car and drive, convey, travel, however you want to term it. You cannot do that. And if I find that you do that, I'm going to put you in jail. And I'm going to make your bond so high, your head's going to spontaneously combust. Do you understand?
that waiving my rights to anything? Or
No. So, Mr. Ematom, I'm going to find that you are okay to represent yourself. We need you to sign a form that you're going to do that.
Even if I don't consent to any of these charges, because I do have my paperwork, I do have.
If you don't consent, just go. If you don't think we have jurisdiction, look, if I didn't think anyone had jurisdiction over me, do you think I would be here? If I was in your shoes? Hell no, man. If I didn't think that someone didn't have jurisdiction over me to be anywhere, I'm not going there. I'm not going to get out, take a shower, put my clothes on, because I like being naked, right? I'm not doing anything like that. So if you don't think we have it, just go. Otherwise, you're here. We do, right? Because if you...
I don't know. That's why I thought...
Let me ask you this. If you just took off now, what would happen? There you go. What does that warrant mean? What does it mean?
What do you mean as far as like the warrant?
As far as jurisdiction is concerned. If Stephen went out there and arrested someone now just for shits and giggles, do you know how much trouble he would get in? Right? If he had no reason to do it, do you know how much trouble he would get in? Right? A lot. He'd lose his job. He'd probably get sued. Right? Can't claim immunity. He'd be toast. Swiss cheese. So that's what I'm saying. If you didn't really think that we didn't have jurisdiction, then go.
I had to take care of this matter because
you know we have jurisdiction.
No, because I was going to go to 515 Risk and file my civil lawsuit with the officer who arrested me because they did some unlawful, unconstitutional things that they did to me at that time. So I was going to take it there. I didn't believe they had jurisdiction over me.
I would wait to see how this case goes first before you do that. See how the case goes first before you start jumping the gun.
Like that's what I was waiting.
If I didn't think anyone had jurisdiction over me, I'm not going to go there, man. I have enough important things to do in my life as it is. I mean, you've been sitting here since 8:30 in the morning, where it's now nearly 1 o'clock.
Your Honor, at this time, the state wouldn't be able to comply with this order because it's asking for an immediate order of discovery. It sounds like spontaneously going to give
Well, other than
the
that,
opposing party.
I mean, and is he asked?
And it's not, the language is not aligned with criminal procedure or penal code. But beyond that, the only two pieces that are requested that are reasonable that I can produce with a timeline are 1 and 7.
Mr. Ematom, understand that you will get discovery, but sometimes it takes time. It's not immediate.
We can go down the list if you wish, but
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we have.
So 3, a true and complete original or certified alleged contract with wet ink signatures between the petitioner, the Harris County Superior Court, State of Texas, and or political subdivisions thereof may have law states that in order for the Harris County, and he's not inciting law, valid lawful contract between the petitioner, let them bring it forward for petitioner's inspection or immediately dismiss all charges. I believe this is going into UCC. This is not.
I mean, here you're going into the sovereign citizen type language.
Just common law.
Okay. And what contract?
Contract complaint, whatever. I know this is statutory and it's not going over common law, so I'm not familiar with the statutes like I explained before.
You're a lawyer now. You're going to have to familiar yourself with it.
Try me on statutes. I want to be tried on common law.
You're going to have to do it. I'm not sure. There's no common law here. It's done by statute. There's no common law here. It's all done by statute. And since you're the lawyer, you need to know that.
I recognize the steps, so the statutory steps. That's why I don't recognize.
So let me ask you this. How on earth are you going to represent yourself if you don't even know that?
So I get everything I need in my discovery.
He's going to give you body cams. He's going to give you 911 call. He's going to give you witness lists. And that's it. Hold on, just so he knows. So number 4, a true and complete original and or certified copies of the criminal record of the attorneys of record, judge, magistrate, pro tem, commissioners, witnesses, as well as all officers of this court. That doesn't apply here. Really. I mean, my criminal history, you think I have criminal history? You need to have a more realistic guideline. They can't give you stuff immediate because he may not even have it in his possession. So I can't order him to give you something that he doesn't have in his possession.
How soon can they get my next court date? Will they have it, or how soon?
I don't even know. The only other thing I need you to do is I need you to swear to us that you're not going to drive. I am making it a condition of your bond.
I hold that until
No.
I put all this up in my paperwork. I don't drive. I don't go my driver's license.
No.
I have my passport that I do go.
No. I need you to do it now. Okay. I need you to do it. And I'm making it a condition of your bond that you sign the document that you're not going to drive, convey.
Contract of consent say anything or agreement say anything like that, because I'm still trying to see the.
I'm going to revoke your bond. If you don't sign it, I'm going to revoke your bond. That's it.
So I gotta be forced to sign that. If I don't sign it, I can't have the option to take that
Oh,
paper.
no, I'm not, I don't have to sign it, but I'm going to revoke your bond.
Do it.
Do you think that the 5-year-old kid that gets hit and killed in a car, or the 69-year-old grandmother that ends up paralyzed from an accident, cares whether you were conveying, whether you were in commerce, non-commerce? Injuries don't care whether you're conveying, whether you're traveling. Accidents happen whether you're conveying, whether you're driving, whether you're traveling. That doesn't care, right? When you get into an accident, it doesn't matter in what method you're doing it. An accident is just that. And if you have an accident, I want to make sure that the other party will be taken care of. I'm only asking you to follow the law. I'm not asking you to split the atom here. Great. I'm asking you to sign this. If you don't, you don't have to, but I'm going to revoke your bond. That's it. And Mr. Emeton, if you get a Texas driver's license and you get insurance, I will take this deal off.
That's what I believe in, and that's believe the Constitution. I don't, was it,
That's okay.
they trying to apply that I need to get a license and insurance when I used to be a commercial driver for this day. I don't commercial drive anymore. I don't do medical transportation. I'm just a.
Did you hear what I said about an accident, about whether you're
I
conveying or
understand
traveling?
exactly what you mean about the accident.
Okay.
I know if I was to get on the accident road with no insurance, I could get sued and it'll be a civil matter and I go to jail. I understand that. That's why I travel very cautious. I don't.
You just said I drive. I drive. You said the magic words.
I was a driver.
Come on. Don't be Helen Keller. Come on. And I'm trying to protect all of Harris County.
I'm not an
You're protecting you. I'm protecting all the 4.2 million people here. That's what I'm doing. Because if you get into an accident, I know that you're not going to be out a dime out of your pocket. But all those other people, they're going to be out a crap load of money. And I'm going to do everything in my power to protect every single person of Harris County. And I don't care if I offend you. I don't care if I make you mad. I don't care if your sensibilities are upset. Don't care. I don't. All I want is every person protected. And that's it. And I'm doing what the law requires. I'm not asking you to do anything that's not outside the law. And you, as a lawyer, should be able to look it up and see, because it's all in the transportation code. So you can sign it. If you don't, I'll have you meet with Stephen. That's it. And they're reserved.
I'm waiving my rights to the board.
No.
Something that's waiving my rights. It's a contract. It's me.
What are you waiting?
My right to travel. That's infringing my right to travel with the Constitution.
No, no,
Rights of-
to dodge patas.
I don't know what that means.
Happy trails. Use your feet. You can travel with your feet.
I can't. I live in Austin. I don't live here in Houston.
Take a bus, take an Uber. But I want to make sure if you're caught driving, I'm going to put you in jail and I'm going to make your bond so high you will spontaneously combust, because I want you to understand that I mean business and I'm protecting every single person I can. And that's it.
Forcing me to sign this right now.
No,
I mean, with jail or arrest if I don't sign this. Right
correct. That is correct. That's correct.
Imprisonment if I